Tell me, Spendius. The entire camp is talking of the riot that chased off Hannon. Might you not have been the one to set it off? Really? I find that hard to believe. My men saw you cast the first stone at the treasurer. And isn't that a bag you have hidden under your clothes? A bag of money stolen from the Carthaginians, perhaps. Maybe we will. It's in both of our interests to provoke a war between the mercenaries and Carthage. Personally, I dream of destroying this city inhabited by greedy merchants. And in your case, you want to avoid being crucified. So, I agree to help you, but there'll be a price. Give me Hannon's treasure. Now, Spendius. You can earn 100 times what you'll give me today. If we have a war, anything is possible for an ambitious young man like yourself. Perfect. Now listen to me carefully. It will not be long before Carthage asks for justice for the attack on its treasurer. An inquiry will be held, and if it's successful, you will have real problems. You'll have to find a way of preventing this. You'll have to be truly skilled, for Mathos and the other chiefs speak Carthaginian. They will be far less easy to trick than ignorant soldiers.
Spendius buys the support of the Gallic chief Autharite by giving him the money stolen from Hannon. Autharite does not wish to keep such a compromising treasure in his tent. He orders Spendius to bury it in a place that only they will know about. Barely is this task finished that a messenger from Carthage arrives at the camp. The city is seeking justice for the violence to which its treasurer was subjected. It has chosen as its spokesperson Hamilcar, Salambo's father, a great general known by the mercenaries that he commanded during the last war. Mathos receives Hamilcar in his tent, in the presence of Autharite and the other chiefs. Introduced by the Gaul, Spendius attends the council. He will need to keep his cards close to his chest. If the mercenaries reach an understanding with Hamilcar, his life will not be worth much.
Welcome to my tent, Hamilcar. You who so often led us to victory.
Hello, Mathos, brave among braves. And hello, Autharite, Nahabas, and all of my fellow comrades in arms.
I am pleased to see you, Hamilcar. To strengthen the ties that bind us, I've ordered a banquet prepared in your honor.
Before celebrating, let's settle the matter that brings us here. There are, among your men, a few lost souls that resemble savage beasts. They've been found guilty of attacking and stealing from Senator Hannon, Treasurer of the Republic. I've come here to obtain justice from you.
Yes, the men can be excused. The Republic waited too long before paying us.
You waited a long time, it's true, but the war was costly for us. Despite that, we found the necessary money. So why is it that your anger broke at the very moment when the treasurer began paying you what was owed? That makes no sense. Only certain Gauls got their money. All of the other mercenaries are still waiting. It is imperative that they be paid quickly. A point needs to be made clear. The Republic no longer owes you anything. There was enough money in the stolen booty to pay all of you. Identify the guilty parties and find the treasure, for it's effectively your money. How's that? Everything must be done to capture the thieves.
Hannon was in charge of the treasure. If he lost it, why should we be responsible?
Nothing says the robber was a mercenary. It could just as easily have been a Carthaginian member of the treasurer's escort.
Then you refuse to search your camp for the guilty parties? Mathos, will you betray my friendship by sending me back without complying with my request?
I wish for us to remain friends, Hamilcar, but this situation is a confusing one, and it seems hard to make a fair decision.
One thing is clear. The Republic must continue to pay. Otherwise, I am not sure how we can hold back our men.
I will transmit your answer to Carthage. The Senate will likely have a bad reaction, and I fear that war may erupt. A war that may prove very bad for everyone.
With his careful words, Spendius has sown the seeds of war. Hamilcar returns to Carthage without having obtained anything. After his departure, a heavy silence descends on the council tent. The chiefs look at each other questioningly, some of them already regretting the words that were said. They think of Carthage's antiquities and its glorious past. Would they really dare go to battle against the city? Or will they call Hamilcar back to resume negotiations? Once again, all depends on Spendius's silver tongue.
Woe is me. Hamilcar was furious when he left, and I have lost his regard. How will I now be able to marry his daughter?
Forget this woman, Mathos. It's time for action. Carthage has mocked us. We must let our weapons speak for us.
Let's stop and think for a minute. It seems foolish to attack the city. Carthage has pushed back a good number of armies during the course of its history. Don't underestimate the Carthaginians. They still have enough resources left to hold us in check.
I fought rather well against the Romans, but would I be able to wield the sword against Salammbô's homeland? With each blow, I would feel as though it were her I was hurting.
If we lay siege to the city, we risk being taken by surprise. The backcountry submits to Carthage's will, and the coastal cities are its allies.
Nobody will revolt against the Carthaginians as long as they hold the Zaimph. It is a sacred veil, given them by the goddess Tanith at the beginning of time. A prophecy says that this relic makes their city safe from invading forces.
It's a crazy escapade, one for which there will be no takers. Let's stop dreaming and see if we can resume negotiations with Carthage.
Now that's nice to hear. Hooray for Spendius! Bring us the Veil of Tanith, and Carthage will be supine at our feet.
The die has been cast. To convince the mercenaries to declare war, Spendius has accepted a dangerous mission. Returning to Carthage to bring back the Zaimph, sacred veil of the goddess Tanith. Mathos draws Spendius back to confide in him. When you arrive in the city, speak to Salammbo. Tell her that events are forcing me to wage war on her birthplace. I've lost all chance of marrying her with her father's consent, but no matter. What I cannot have otherwise, I will get by force.